Hello friends and creators, it is Barbara, the lady laughs a lot, and welcome to my channel. So Laughs a Lot Studios is a place where I've always promoted the fact that creative self-expression is so important for us to get through the daily rigors of life. And that you should laugh at life and laugh a lot, because my God, the other alternative is crying, I think. Anyway, normally my creative self-expression is art journaling and using all my supplies to do either mixed media, memory keeping, or journaling and watercolor washes. But with the recent passing of my husband and now the news that I have to relocate, my creative self-expression may not show up like that here on this channel. So I want to thank everybody who is sticking around, because when I can, I will be doing mixed media and showing techniques, or doing illustration and sharing that as well. But right now, creative self-expression for me is probably going to be doing a lot of vlogging about my transition and house hunting and looking for a new place. House hunting and looking for a new place to create my rainbow wall and a studio so I can get back to sharing with you. So I hope you stick around and share in my experience, because I'm still going to share how I'm using creativity to get through this all. So I hope you enjoy this vlog and the way I'm sharing my journey and adventure out at Swatara State Park. Well, I started packing boxes today, and then I even stood out in the rain and measured out and marked out where the pods are going to go and the dumpster. It's Saturday and the dumpster comes on Monday, so it's the calm before the storm. And my brain has been in this crazy wanting to be creative, but so distracted about what this week is going to mean to me. So I promised myself to do some logistics and packing, but then to work on the memory keeper journal for my trip. So far I have the cover done. I wrote myself a very wordy explanation, narrative as to what's going on. And here's the cover page for Swatara State Park. I don't know about you, but I have to break up long trips into short ones. So I made a plan before going out to Virginia, plotted a 2-day trip. And 2 hours into the ride, I came upon southern Pennsylvania and this Swatara State Park. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but that's what I'm calling it. As I researched it online, I read about the Bordner Cabin. So I pulled up the trail map online and took a look at it. And it's a 3-mile round trip hike, give or take, which would take about an hour. So I thought to myself, I'm traveling alone, which is a wonderful thing, because you don't have to worry about what other people want to do. And I'm only spending 4 or 5 hours on the road that day. I want to take a hike. I haven't hiked in a long time. So I researched about this Bordner Cabin. The park itself is really long, but the trailhead for the Bordner Cabin is the sand siding trail. Here. So you come in and you park and you take this trail and then double back on this bare hole trail to the Bordner Cabin. It's right along Route 81, so I decided it would be a good place to do a little rest stop, bring some food with me, and take this hike. What? Thank you. Okay, I can hear some y'all saying, traveling alone, walking out into the woods to a cabin? What horror movie is this? Come on, guys, it's all good. So the way the story goes, this Armar Bordner was a retired woodshop and drafting teacher. And he finds this location out on the beaten path and decides he's going to build a home out there. It took him 2.5 years by hand to build this beautiful cabin alongside the waterfalls. That's what drew me to this in the first place, because I love waterfalls. Well, how do you get to the waterfalls? You have to actually go behind the guy's cabin. Hello? Is this where I jump out and say boo now? Coming up behind you. It's even got electric. This place was gorgeous, guys. I just loved walking through it. And as soon as I saw it, I couldn't believe the rest of the story. So in the 1970s, homes were taken by eminent domain for the park. And he resisted. How could you blame him? The place was gorgeous. So he was finally awarded a lease that allowed him to stay in the cabin for a nominal annual rental fee until he died. Then the Boy Scouts had it for a while. And then eventually in 2005, it went back to the park. So now it's a point of interest on the trail. It's a place for artists to paint nature. It's a rest stop. It's a picnic pavilion. You can just sit there and gaze at the falls, which is exactly what I did. So this is how my memory keeping page is turning out for the park and being on that trail. I made a little pocket here for the map with a little band to keep it in place. And just basically, I'm using up some Happy Planner paper. Underneath this is an old 2025 calendar. But let me back out here a little bit. Well, that's better. Yeah, just using some handmade paper. I didn't make it, but it's gorgeous and green. Goes with the whole hiking. Pictures of me out on the trail. And I don't use all the photos. I did spend a lot of time with my Sony RX capturing photos, but when I do my memory keeping, I kind of put the highlights in because I know I can go to my photo album and go through all the pictures that I took. So basically, I'm going through this memory keeper just one section at a time. I don't know if I'll use the discs to bind it. Maybe I'll bind it differently in the end, but for the sake of my sanity, as I get to stories that I want to share and putting my pictures in, I'm just going to do it one page at a time, and we'll see how it all comes together in the end. All right, guys, thank you for sticking around. I would love to hear your comments about the whole walking alone in the woods and going into a cabin. Did you notice there was another single woman out there on her own little solo adventure? So power to the women. I don't know, that just sounded so awkward. No, safety first and all, guys, but you know, I don't want to live in the fear. I want to live in the adventure. So join me next time for another episode of whatever this is. All right. Laugh at life. Laugh a lot. See you soon. Bye.